Hello and welcome to another video here on Cruise and Coasters. I'm Jeff, and today we are at the Knoebels amusement park in Pennsylvania for my first ever visit. And my first impression is, guys, this park is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm so excited to check out all of these incredible rides. I've heard so many amazing things about Phoenix and Twister and Impulse, the flat rides, the atmosphere. I'm so excited to be here. It's another absolute beautiful day for our fourth theme park of this USA theme park tour. We have 22 in total, and this is number 4. Big shout out and thank you to Knoebels, who is allowing us to film on ride today with our chest mounted GoPro. We already got that approved and ready to go. And I think the first ride of today is going to be Phoenix. So let's head over to Phoenix. Knoebels is very interesting and unique. It's one of the only theme parks of the trip where we did not have to pay for parking, and we didn't have to pay for an admission ticket to get in. We actually paid for an all-day wristband, which will include all of the rides all day long, with the exception of the Haunted Mansion attraction, which is an upcharge. But I have been told by a friend who lives nearby that we have to go on at least twice. Once on the left side, once on the right side, so that we can take in all that the Haunted Mansion has to offer. And we are going to take him up on that advice and definitely ride at least twice today on the Haunted Mansion. We made it over to Phoenix. I am so impressed with how large this park is. I thought it was gonna be super small, but it is absolutely huge. And I feel like I'm in like real life roller coaster tycoon right now, but this is so exciting. We're about to take our first ride ever on Phoenix. That was amazing. That was incredible. We just got off of the front row on the Phoenix, as you saw there in the POV, and it was so much fun. I had like the cheesiest grin on my face. We had a 5-hour drive this morning. It was so long to get here, but it made every minute worth it because that ride was absolutely phenomenal. That coaster is so interesting because it actually used to be located in San Antonio, Texas. They didn't have any blueprints for it, and they had to like categorize all the parts to bring it here and then rebuild it. And I think that is absolutely amazing. And they've done such a great job keeping up with the ride, making it smooth. The operations are fantastic. The airtime is absolutely insane. It's like you're actually standing up in your seat as you go over those hills. It is so much fun. I have heard row 3 is the best, so I think we're gonna come back and do it in row 3 later, but I wanted to get the front row for the great POV, and wow, what a beautiful day for it. What an excellent way to kick off our day at Knoebels. Coming up on one of the big reasons we wanted to come to Knoebels today was for the park's Flying Turns roller coaster, which is the world's only wooden bobsled. I am very excited for this attraction. got done on flying turns, and I'm so glad I finally got that bucket list coaster done here at Knoebels, and it was a lot of fun. It was really cute. My biggest takeaway from it, honestly, for a wooden bobsled is just how smooth it was and how enjoyable it was. There wasn't a ton of force to it. It's very family friendly, 42-inch height requirement on it, but I think just what is so cool is that the world said Knoebels could never do it, or anyone could never build a wooden bobsled, and Knoebels is like, you know what? Let me show you something. We're going to do it. And here it is, Flying Turns, the world's only wooden bobsled. Super fun, and I'm super excited to have finally gotten this credit. Up next, you guys know I hate a drop tower, but these Larson drop towers are actually really forceful and really enjoyable. So I think we're gonna take a ride on Stratosphere next. This park has like already exceeded so many expectations for me. It's absolutely beautiful. The people are so nice, and it's so much bigger than I thought it would be. And I hate drop towers. Here we go. Oh God. Like, is there a more beautiful setting for a theme park? This is gorgeous. That's Twister. We still got to do Twister over there on the right. Impulse is all the way out on the left. I think we're getting close to these ones are always so much taller. Oh my gosh, taller than they seem. That's what I was gonna say. That was so fun. We came to the round table for lunch, thanks to my friend Bobby, who frequented Knoebels growing up, and I got some loaded up pierogies with a birch beer, again, his suggestion. So yeah, we're gonna dive in. I'm starving and I love pierogies. And this is the top of the round table where we're having lunch at today. It has a circular roof with lights that goes around over top of you, kind of like a carousel. That's cute. After lunch, we've headed to the Haunted Mansion, and as I mentioned, this is not included in the all-day bracelet. This is going to be an extra $3.50, and I was told I should ride at least twice, once on each side, so I think we're going to buy 2 rides each on the Haunted Mansion. some on-ride footage there of the Haunted Mansion. That was so much fun. I do kind of question why it's an upcharge. I guess maybe to make sure that people actually want to be scared and they can't complain after they get off of it. They didn't know it was a scary attraction. That's like the only thing I can think of. But the jump scares were really, really good. There's a lot of animatronics that would jump out at you, make a loud banging sound, like a lot of whistles. There's a lot of distraction. And I think one of my favorite rooms was like the jungle room, like you're in a rainforest with all the blacklit animals. That was really cool. And then the absolute most terrifying part was the truck with like the horn and the lights that came on. That was absolutely terrifying. But this was super fun. We are gonna go around and do a couple of other things and then come back and get another ride on it. And hopefully we'll notice other things in the Haunted Mansion that we didn't see the first time. Up next is going to be Impulse. And at first sight, it might look like the Gerstauler like Eurofighters, but this is actually Zierer, which is the same manufacturer who made Verbolten at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which we did yesterday. So that is very interesting.
Welcome to the Impulse. Please hold on to the lap bar and keep your back against the backrest. Enjoy your ride.
Finished a ride on Impulse, and it was actually, I think, smoother than most Eurofighters that I have been on. It was really enjoyable. The drop gave you some really good airtime. The Cobra roll had good force. The vertical loop had some excellent force to it, really pinned you in your seat, which was amazing. The only like shuffle to it that I thought was odd and bizarre was the helix. It kind of like shuffled a little bit during that kind of side to side action, and then some excellent hang time in the 0G, like little rolls, like a slow roll through, which was really, really nice. Overall, a great addition to the park, and I love the colors. Everything looked fantastic on the ride. So yeah, overall, fantastic ride on Impulse. This shoot the chute is actually insane. I had to come over here just so I could film it. I had to stay far out of the way, but the wave that this thing has when it comes down is crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys. The boat's going around right now. That's nuts. It's gonna be a no for me today. This is what I mean by the park being like straight out of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. This is the lemonade stand that's shaped like a little lemon. I love it. I love this park so much. Next up on our list of things to do is going to be the Twister roller coaster, and I think I can see how the ride got its name. It looks like this might be like a giant helix that circles around a couple of times, giving it its name. So very excited to check out this wooden coaster. It looks, I mean, it's huge. I'm very excited. my gosh, Twister was absolutely incredible. I knew Phoenix was gonna be great, but I had no expectations for Twister, and it absolutely just like blew my mind. The laterals during that helix, absolutely insane. And I know I keep saying this, but like this park had to have been like built in Roller Coaster Tycoon and then made in real life, because like when I would play, there she goes, when I would play and I'd like run out of room, I did the same thing with the little lift hills. I had like a little small one, it would circle around and keep going up. And then like the exit path was like this windy back and forth, just like in Roller Coaster Tycoon. But some really good fun moments of airtime. It's very clear that the park takes care of their coasters here so well. It reminds me a lot of like a Pennsylvania version of Holiday World, if that makes any sense. They really do take great pride, great care of their coasters and make sure they are running at 100% as often as they can. But yeah, great airtime, great laterals, really love Twister. Unfortunately, even though it's the perfect day for a log flume, it looks like the log flume is closed and maybe hasn't operated in quite a bit. All of the water is drained. It looks like they're doing some work in the station. So bummer, we'll miss out on that, but we will definitely get on it next time we come to Knoebels, because we will definitely be coming back here. Up next on our journey is going to be the Black Diamond, which is an indoor, I guess, ride. It is built by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, so it is a credit, it is a coaster. I have never seen anything about it, to be really honest, so I actually have no idea what to expect. But hopefully I can take you on and I'll let you guys know what I think. Warning, this ride may be scary. Please prepare your child. Okay, now I am very excited. Finish up on Black Diamond, and that was very interesting. It was like Calico Mine Ride at Knott's Berry Farm, a little Mr. Toad's Wild Adventure at Disneyland. and also like Blazing Fury or Fire in the Hole from like Dollywood or Silver Dollar City kind of like combined together and formed one indoor ride roller coaster attraction thing, and that's what this is. However, it was very well kept. All of the animatronics and effects were all working, and it was a lot longer than what I had originally expected. There's a lot that I didn't expect that goes into that show building. So overall, I think it was well done. Definitely worth checking out, and it counts as a credit. There were, I think, 2 drops is what I counted, 2 or 3 drops during the coaster portion of the ride. But overall, I thought it was fun. It was unique. After a little bit of research, it looks like this ride, the Black Diamond, was actually relocated from 2 other places, including New Jersey, where it used to operate at Maury's Pier. So there's your fun fact of the video. We did a ride on the carousel behind me, and this carousel is super unique and historic for a couple of reasons, and I'm just so excited to have finally been on it. I remember watching a special on the Discovery Channel. I think they were featuring the Phoenix roller coaster on it, and they were talking about some of the park history, and I remember seeing this carousel. So if you wait for the outside carousel horses, you can actually try to collect the rings that come out, and if you win the brass ring, so there's one winner during each cycle, and you actually win your ride back. So of course you pay per ride here, and you can get those tickets back if you get the special brass ring. So that was super fun. I collected 8 on my journey, and I was pretty proud of myself, but I did not win the brass ring, unfortunately. Took another spin on Phoenix in the back row, and earlier, I know I said it was really good, and it is really good in the front row, but I couldn't help but think it might have been like a little overhyped and just, you know, it was good, just not like top 5, top 10. Back row on this thing was unhinged. I don't know if my butt was ever in that seat. I was just flying out of the train the entire time. So much fun. I still don't know, you guys know I hate ranking roller coasters. I just think we should enjoy them, have a good time. I might try to rank them one day for you guys, because I know you ask me all the time what my top 5, top 10 are. I don't know if this one hits top 5 win-ins for me. It might probably creep in its way into the top 10, but it is a really solid coaster, and I'm really, really glad I made it to Knoebels to finally ride it, because it is so much fun. And I can't help but feel that Knoebels is taking really, really good care of these coasters, because this wooden coaster runs so smooth, it's so enjoyable in every single seat. Twister in the back row was absolutely crazy, maybe a little too crazy for me. I love the Helix on it. The Helix reminds me so much of the Beast, but it is incredible. The ending has a little bit of airtime, the tunnels are super fun. I think I'm team Phoenix back row as my favorite, and then Twister front row as my second favorite here at Knoebels today. And just like that, we have come to our last ride here at Knoebels, which is going to be Impulse. We rode on the back seat this time. A little bit joltier, a little bit of a rattle on this one, but it was still overall, I think, smoother than most Eurofighters. You get some really good force in that final helix, and I really love the hang time that you get in that final little roll before the last helix. Phenomenal airtime coming off the lift as well. Really, really solid coaster here for Knoebels. I am so glad that we finally got to come to this park because this has been on my bucket list for a long time, and this park did not disappoint. From Phoenix to Twister to Impulse, the scenery, the people, and I have to give a shout out to the operations. We've had some dodgy operations at Carowinds, Kings Dominion, and even Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and every single crew here is absolutely killing it. I think the big difference, honestly, is Knoebels has been staffing their attractions appropriately. Every single coaster has 3 to 4 staff members on platform. Even on Impulse, they had 4 people checking a train of 8, which is absolutely incredible. The efficiency here is phenomenal. They breeze through the lines. Everything has just been spectacular. What a great 4th day here on the USA theme park road trip. Tomorrow is a very exciting day because I did hit 498 coasters here at Knoebels today, which means I will do laugh track first tomorrow at Hershey Park, and then hopefully all things go well, fingers crossed, Wildcats Revenge will become number 500 for me, which I'm very much looking forward to. So excited for Hershey Park tomorrow. Make sure you guys subscribe so you can see that vlog coming on the channel soon. Like to fight the YouTube algorithm. Keep cruising and coasting. I'll see you guys at Hershey Park. Bye.